What up, everybody? I am your host, JP, and this is my co-host, Josh.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to the first ever FilmBros podcast live stream. Exciting stuff. It's different for sure. Let me just start with obviously addressing the elephant in the room. I have tons of followers from when I was streaming. You guys might know me as Cold Chaos on Twitch.
Yeah.
We wound up moving on to different endeavors. I wound up doing different endeavors and decided to start up a podcast. And what we do on this podcast is we talk about tea, gossip, Hollywood, things, cinema, film. Yes. We do movie reviews, etc. What up, Savage Nessa? We do all kinds of conversations. We're here to talk with y'all. That's why we're doing live streams now. We're going to try to interact with everybody. So live streams will be done Saturdays at 12 p.m., give or take. We'll try to make that a every time thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's a little different, right?
Yeah.
It's a different vibe.
Yes.
With it being live.
Mm-hmm.
With that, obviously, we're just gonna like normal, like clockwork. We'll go ahead and start jumping right into it. Before that, obviously, you see on top of the screen, we have our socials. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're on Instagram. We're also on Twitter. So if you guys are trying to interact with us after the live stream, after an episode, if you guys want to have conversations, if you guys want to support us in a big way, we have links to our Buzzsprout. Josh, you'll be putting those in there, right?
Yeah.
We'll have straight links for everybody. So when that happens, starting off with the first topic, Josh, and I'm just gonna put it right in your face. There you go. Here's Zachary Levi.
Spy Kids, the remake. Damn.
There you go. That's
gross.
You got Zachary Levi. I forgot her name. The two new kids that are gonna be out on Netflix September 22nd. I don't think there's a trailer out for this at all. I would have probably
Not yet, no.
plugged it in.
Yeah, no.
I just thought it'd be a refreshing dose to basically show Zachary Levi. I think we drag him quite often, so I think it's
every time he's in the media.
Yeah. I think it's good for us to at least start showing people why we do this. And I mean, the only good thing is that he hasn't promoted this movie anywhere, at least from the last time that we talked about him.
Yeah, you'd probably get in trouble for that.
Well, yeah, you'll obviously get in trouble for that. There's a strike going on.
Well, yeah, and then he was walking the fine line talking about Shazam and stuff. So this would put him over the edge. I think he'd get in trouble for sure for this one.
Oh, because of the past, like concerts?
No, because
of the
because
past
he was
things?
scraping the line of promoting Shazam or whatever, talking about it even.
What do you mean Shazam?
What do you mean? When he was talking about Tangled and all that?
He didn't talk about Shazam though.
He's done it before. He's mentioned it. Oh, he can't. He said he can't talk about Shazam. That's what he said.
Well, he can't talk about superhero films that he might have been in. He can't talk about.
That's what he was saying.
That's the.
But
way
he was
said
basically.
I thought you knew something I didn't.
No, he was basically skirting the line of like promoting, and then if he would just be outright saying, "Oh, promote Spy Kids" or whatever, he'd get in trouble. Especially since Netflix is like one of their big ones that they have a gripe with. So.
Yeah, Netflix is one of those people. I don't understand what. Well, we do understand. Obviously, they're not bargaining with this whole union thing. Either way, like I said, it's just a poster. I just wanted to kind of paint some light into it, and just show Zachary Levi and the person that we be making fun of all the time.
He's just. I don't know. I haven't even seen a trailer for this, and I can't really like. I don't know how to get behind this. Well, I don't like the concept of this remake anyway. But damn, everything about this seems wrong.
Well, we got to start with the first things first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the first things first is Spy Kids stopped being good after the third one. Even then, some people arguably say the third one is the weakest link too. I mean, why make more of these movies and why make them even more goofier than before? Because I mean, they were already goofy and they kind of felt like her name is Gina. Gina. Oh, the girl on the side. Gina what?
The main the mother in this that's the actress's name. I don't know. I don't know anything about this movie other than Zachary Levi is in it, and that already sounds like a major red flag. So I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, Gina Rodriguez. Oh, that's probably we've seen her before in like different things. She's been in different stuff. But either way, I'm not excited for this. I'd watch it for her. Why? Because she's Latina.
that's like, kind of messed up.
Not just. I mean, some people.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you're really that interested in watching Spy Kids, you just watch the OG. They're Latino in that one.
She's my fave, to be honest. Oh, you've seen her like in multiple things.
Okay, well now we need a movie of what you've seen her in. Come on now.
Yeah. If she's your favorite, you better type it in. I better not go to Google.
Call her memory. Come on now.
I better not see Google. She said yeah. Either which way, I mean, I think this. I said Bala. Bala. What's Bala?
I never heard about that. I think she's making shit up. No, but anyway. Yeah. I didn't ask for this remake. I don't know who it's appealing to. I feel like that's what the older ones are for. Like the ones that would know it, obviously. But I don't know any children that would probably be into this. Or kids, I guess.
I mean, aren't kids supposed to be drawn to this? I mean, they made that one with Pedro Pascal. What's his name? Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, the
he made
superhero
that
one.
Yeah, he made
the
that
superhero
one
yes.
with Pedro Pascal. He made obviously all the Spy Kids movies.
Yeah.
He's making a new one for Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
They're obviously being made for kids. They're obviously trying to, keep some kind of, how do you say, some kind of like entertainment value in this brand.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how well that's really working out. I mean, I like I said, after the last ones, even that one with Pedro Pascal too, that one was a little bit better, but those were all childish and they weren't good.
Yeah, basically. I mean, maybe it's just because we're old. we're outgrown. We're not this IP's target audience anymore. But even then, I don't know anyone who would be clamoring for this.
No, but like the original 3 Spy Kids, you could have been an adult and a child and enjoyed it. I felt. Well, I was a child at the time. Now I'm an adult and I still enjoy them. I'm older with adult money.
No, that would be a nostalgia then, right?
Would that be nostalgia? Be put in there? Hey, boy, Dooley.
Well, if you're watching it now and then like there's adult humor now that you get, but are you watching it because you know that there's connection to it or because it's actually good? Because, like you said, that third one is kind of for me. Even though it is my favorite, I can admit that holy shit, it's dated poorly.
Yeah. Well, the old ones, right? The first 3. Well, obviously they did. I mean, CGI wise, but story and stuff wise, I don't know. I think they were pretty solid.
You're into Sylvester Stallone in the third one?
Like I said, that one's arguably the weaker one.
What do you mean?
She's in a show called Jane the Virgin. She's in Jane the Virgin.
Oh, I know what show she's talking about.
Did you have to space that out because it wouldn't allow you to say that word? Are we not allowed to say that word on?
Not allowed to say. No, I'm pretty sure we're allowed to say that.
I think we could say virgin.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like, well, would it be conflict if we were like the 40-year-old version? Like it doesn't work. You know?
You're just gonna start blatantly saying the word.
Well, shit, I would imagine.
We don't even know if it's like safe. Why'd she space it out? Now she got me stressing. No, but either way, I haven't seen Jane the Virgin. I haven't really seen her in much. I personally see it as an L if she's starring next to Zachary Levi.
Yeah, it's already a bumpy ride. I don't know where this movie's gonna go. Netflix might have an L in their hands.
I just like in the poster you can see the OSS right here. You can like see hints of what it used to be. It's no longer great. Yeah. I will say the one with Jessica Alba is okay.
The one with Jessica Alba.
You didn't see
the
that
fourth one?
That's
Is that the one where they were like, oh, 4D or whatever?
That's the time.
Yeah. Is that not the fourth one?
The 4D? No, that one's like a newer one, I think.
No,
wait, I don't know. Is
no,
it the 4D?
No, I think that's the fourth.
Is
one.
it the fourth one?
I think that's the fourth one. Yeah.
Yeah,
because that one came out. That one came out years later, and then they were Junie and the chick were adults by then.
They were. Oh yeah, that's right. And
Had
they made a slight
stuff.
cameo. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that one then. I've seen that one, and I can say it's okay. It's not the worst thing. I find it. I don't know if it's better than that Pedro Pascal one. I'd probably put it a little bit higher than the Pedro Pascal one. Not taking back a little bit what I said earlier, but I would kind of say that one because I thought there was more Spy Kids ones, but come to think about it, it's only the fourth
those
one.
4.
Yeah.
Damn. This series, those ones are the only ones to like really like bring it out, but I think this one just might be a one and done for Netflix. I don't think this one's gonna get the good traction.
I hope not. Like I said, I hope the Zachary Levi thing is gonna shoot it in the foot, and we can slowly just push this guy down just a little bit. And I'm not trying to be mean to him. It's just more like I don't care if I'm mean to him.
You're not trying to, but if you happen to do it,
yeah,
you're just like, oh, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You earned it.
If it so happens to happen,
I bet he's fuming though because he can't promote this. And then a big part of his little rampage is gonna be like, oh, I couldn't promote it, that's why I did bad. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be bad regardless.
You think he's gonna put a video out afterwards?
I'm pretty sure. Watch Spy Kids. We try to get Junie and what's her name back.
What do you guys want to see? Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler? But that's not a family movie.
Yeah.
Still got to battle on, fight with other movies from 2016 and 2018 and all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know who's clamoring for this. I didn't ask for it. That's just me. I don't know. I don't know if you're secretly asking for it.
No. Fuck that.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
I don't want that.
It was just a little toe dip there. But moving on to our next topic, obviously we are gonna be discussing Warner Brothers and their weird predicament that they're in, that they're forever in. So we did hear last time we talked about it in a previous episode that Barbie wound up passing the Dark Knight, the Dark Knight, right?
Yeah.
It's not the Dark Knight Rises. It's the third one. Yeah, it wound up beating the Dark Knight for WB's most earned movie. It beating it out, WB was like, "What the fuck? Like, why aren't we making money on our movies?" And they immediately not only launched Zack Snyder's Justice League in 4K. They pumped that all over the place. They were promoting it, and it's funny how they just run back to that when they need a little chunk of cheddar. But they wound up putting that on 4K. And then now they're also pulling a James Cameron and putting the Dark Knight trilogy in theaters for one day only on September 16th.
One day only? For all three of them?
Yeah. You go in when it's light out. You leave when it's the middle of the night, probably.
Yeah, if you wanted to watch all three. Damn. That's cool. I'm not too sure. I don't know if I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know if maybe they're trying to milk this out to see if like if there's demand for this sort of thing, or if they're just trying to get more money because it's WB and they're kind of broke, and so they're just trying to get cash from old movies and whatnot that did really well. But I don't know. I think it has a little bit more to do than just the anniversary.
That's what I'm telling you what it has to do. They're broke and they need money for movies. And what are the ones that are selling really good? Obviously, The Dark Knight is one of those movies that was doing amazing when it was coming out. Everybody loved it. Still a hit. People still, unless you're on fucking Twitter, everybody still praises that movie.
Yeah.
If you're on fucking Twitter, we've been having that. Shut up. It's the best. The suit's great. Oh, this is the worst Batsuit. Shut up. You're wrong. Now, Warner Brothers is like, well, we got to milk this cow. We got to get a little bit more change. They know Aquaman's going to tank unless you're going to hold it up single-handedly. That's up to you. I don't know.
I'd have
If
to
you
watch
gotta,
that movie 10 times to me even make a dent in what they're looking for.
even then, I don't even know if that's enough.
It's gonna be a quarter of what they're looking for.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. Are you gonna line up to basically tie a tube to your wiener and pee in a bucket and watch all 3 movies all day?
I don't know if I'd watch all 3. I'd know if I had to pick one. I would definitely want to watch The Dark Knight though.
The Dark Knight.
The second one.
You never seen it in theater?
No.
Mm.
No, because the first one came out in 2006, right? And then the 2008, I was still too young to see it, and then by the time the third one rolled around, I think I did watch the third one in theaters. But if I could experience one, it would probably be the Dark Knight. Yeah.
Yes, because I think the opening is great for IMAX in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
But I also say I think depending on which movie is more worth it for you, I think the opening of The Dark Knight Rises is better use for it though. To be honest.
Well, you're talking about openings, like movie in general.
I know. Well, like you got to think, what are you there for? And the rest of the movie is great on that screen. Dark Knight. I think the Dark Knight. It just depends if you're wanting to watch the hospital explode again scene in IMAX or whatever. But like, other than that, I honestly think maybe the Dark Knight Rises might be a little bit more better, a little bit more suited. But especially because the opening itself and that ending where like that explosion happens. I'm just saying.
Why are you nitpicking scenes? That's my thing.
If two
you want them to just put it together like a montage for the movie theater?
Basically, I would hope so. If I could see that on YouTube, that'd be amazing.
Just like the best scenes of the movie.
Yeah, like they're
movies.
They're great, to be honest. And I mean,
I don't know. Why are you nitpicking scenes?
Because if you've already seen it,
are you trying to avoid comparing these movies? Why aren't you picking scenes? Or why are you picking scenes?
Because I honestly, in my opinion, they're both great. And if I had a pick in my head, if I had to pick which one I wanted to go watch, I would have to debate those scenes. Like what do I really want to see in IMAX again if I had to pick one? And honestly, in all honesty, if I want to say which one I would rather go see, it'd be The Dark Knight Rises. But that's what I'm saying. Like you would have to. In my head, it's a battle between the two because I gotta fight.
No. You make it sound like it's this big question.
It's a conundrum. Yes.
No, it's not. No.
It's a conundrum.
The Dark Knight, no. That's got to be the winner.
That's
no
like,
way.
How are you gonna go to 3 adorable puppies and be like, which pup?
You go to the one that has the best looking fur. I feel.
That's true, but what if it has bad doggy breath and I don't know.
Doggy breath.
Yeah, bad doggy breath. Well, what if it has bad doggy breath? Like you pick it up, oh how cute, nice fur, burps in your face, bad doggy breath.
Oh, yeah, like a fucking dragon. No. I think I would just want to go see The Dark Knight. I don't know. I'm really
Rises.
No. Rises. No, there's not enough in Rises for me to like want to go see it. I think.
What do you mean? There's not enough.
I think there's not enough. Like
you just want to see Two-Face?
Well, I want to see Two-Face and Joker. And they have a lot more scenes that I feel I don't want to give up midway in The Dark Knight Rises because poor action sequences or whatever.
Wait, what do you mean? The Dark Knight Rises has poor action scenes?
Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
Like it has a few poor action scenes. Yeah,
a few.
Oh well, I guess it's one long scene. I don't know if it's a few scenes.
What is the one long scene you're talking about?
When it's like Gotham City's people, the police or whatever, versus all the criminals and stuff, and it's Bane versus Batman. I think that fight scene is kind of lackluster. Maybe it's because it's taking place during the day, but I think it's kind of lackluster.
Oh, so the big brawling while fighting words. Yeah, Nessa, they are. It's crazy. Wait, so you're saying the brawl between Bane and Batman in the middle of where everybody's fighting, where it was just basically, oh, get him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That seems so fucking cool. What are you talking about?
It's so lackluster. The fighting is so weird. The fighting is weird. I like it earlier in the film when where Bane basically breaks Batman. Like that whole scene is cool. I'd want to see him coming out the pit. That would be pretty cool. But like other than those minor things, I think this movie would lose me halfway because of the fights.
That fight is all the way at the end. You're nitpicking. Who's nitpicking, me or Josh? I need to figure that out.
How am I nitpicking? He was literally
Josh. Yeah,
he was literally talking about different scenes and going to different movies because he couldn't pick two. That's nitpicking also.
No, it's not.
That's gotta be biased.
That's me trying to pick the better puppy.
Yeah, the better puppy is The Dark Knight.
No, and shame on you.
Shame on you.
Yeah, no, shame on you.
Shame
because
on
you.
you.
No, shame on you because you said The Dark Knight Rises has poor fight sequences.
It does.
And you only said one. Say another one. Sequences applies 2 or more.
Okay. Well, there's that one.
Yeah, fulfill your oath, man. Come on.
Mm-hmm. There's that one. I'm trying to remember this movie to the best of my ability. What do you call it? Oh, damn. I can't recall one. I can't recall
because there's not.
Yeah, there is.
There's one.
I just can't recall
there's
the movie.
One.
Maybe I can't recall it because it's so boring. Think about that.
There's one, and you want to throw the whole movie away. No, because I remember all the fight scenes.
No,
none of them are lackluster. They're all powerful.
That's not true.
That's true.
No, it's not.
They're all powerful.
Mm-mm.
All of them.
Nope.
To the final one.
No.
Al dente.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Either way.
Wait. No. That rooftop scene with Catwoman and Batman. That fight scene's kind of ass too.
I mean, Catwoman. How do you want her to fight? It's because there's a woman in it, huh? I knew it.
You're dumb.
I knew it.
You're dumb. Was it Anne Hathaway as Catwoman?
Anne Hathaway, yeah.
I love her Catwoman.
Me too.
There's no way.
So why you shitting on her fight scene?
There's no way. I'm saying because the fight scene is ass. It has nothing to do with either of them. The fight scene is his ass.
You see, he can't. Now he's lying. Wow, Josh. See, that's what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
That's what I was saying.
No. It's bad.
It's not bad.
It is bad.
I feel ulterior motives to come into play.
What ulterior motives?
You want to know why you like The Dark Knight? It's because Two-Face, Joker, and
oh wow, villains carry the movie. They come in, steal the show. What do you want me to do about that?
I get, like I said, it's hard to. It's like looking at the puppies, right, and being like, which one can I pick?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot, but you're.
Fuck those other two puppies.
You kicked the third puppy in the nuts. I think that's not fair, bro.
The third one wanted attention. I was like, no, not you. This one, The Dark Knight.
And you punted the other puppy.
Batman Begins had its chance. I think it does have a cool few sequences. Not to like totally rip it away, but I think I'd go see it just for the beginning half, where he's basically training with Raish.
Yeah,
that would be it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, that fear toxin scene would be cool, where he injects him, like halfway through the movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. Clearly, WB though still money hungry, just trying to rake in as much as they can with old stuff. I wonder what they're gonna do next.
We're about to talk about what they're about to do next. So Warner Brothers Discovery decided you're not just gonna go ahead and watch things. Hey, what up, John? Thanks for the follow, man. John IDFK.
Yeah.
They are going to go ahead and while you're watching, I don't know, while you're watching Zack Snyder's Justice League or whatever, Man of Steel, whatever you like to watch, while you're watching that, you're gonna be sitting there, you're gonna be having a good time, triumphant, flying in the air, and right at the bottom, breaking news: Biden falls off a stair from CNN. There it is.
What the fuck?
It's just gonna pass a bar. So apparently, over the weekend, the trades picked up, especially Variety and like Deadline, that according to Zaslav himself, his plan is to start promoting CNN after its like failed attempt back when it. What up, John? Yo. Wow, just walk out the last half. I'm dead. This is it. They had their CNN Plus before they wound up merging with Discovery and making Warner Brothers Discovery. Black Adam, Snyder Cut, damn, dirt, hey yo.
You want us to jump on your neck right now? No.
Well,
let's get through this topic before you decide to do all that kind of stuff.
Nessa, thank you for the subscription.
Thank you.
We love you.
That.
We love you. Okay. Well,
I think we should
Okay. Well, first of all,
Way to
I think
derail the whole show,
I
my
know.
guy.
Here's my thing. I think Josh would prefer Black Adam over the Snyder Cut.
You're dumb.
That's 100%.
There's no way. You're dumb.
100. No,
You're
he
dumb.
even said Man of Steel mustard logo. I fucking love it. I fucks with it. That's
dumb.
what he said.
You're disgusting. That whole suit is disgusting. The way the
He
Snyder
said,
cut.
"My bad. I enjoy the chaos."
The way the Snyder cut holds up. Watch, he's gonna get this. Clip this bitch. What do you call it? The way the Snyder cut is better than the Suicide Squad. I'd rather talk about that.
Oh. Bang bang, chicken wang. This just in, CNN breaking news. The Snyder Cut beat the Suicide Squad. I mean, in a way, you got more downloads.
In a way.
You got more downloads. Invincible, DC Animation, New 52.
Ayo.
I agree. I actually agree.
I don't know. The DC movies like that have some winners. Not all of them are winners, but some winners. But I think go up against Invincible.
Some of them, yeah. I like the one with Doomsday, the Superman one.
Yeah.
I like a few of them. They're not that bad.
I think the last one too, the Dark Justice League one, that basically wraps everything up. That one holds a candle also.
Apocalypse, yeah, but I feel like they were just trying to be too edgy, just to be like, yeah, we can do this shit.
Yeah, but I thought it was cool.
I thought it was some stuff. When they started tearing like Starfire in pieces, I was like, that's a little too much.
when the Paradooms or whatever the fuck they were called.
Yeah, I was like, there goes my baby.
Yeah, no, they stab Nightwing and all that.
Yeah, yeah, that shit was.
Wait. You said DC Animation as a whole?
Like New 52, yeah.
I thought
Peacemaker over any MCU show. I
don't really fuck with Peacemaker. So I mean I don't really have a stake. I guess that's more for you. I don't know.
I think
I would put Loki over that shit. I don't care. Oh my god.
It's because all of them are somewhat similar in a way. I think WandaVision is the only one that beats it out, but I don't know if it beats it out by a lot or by a little bit. I would have to figure that out. That would have to be a comeback around kind of thing. But I will say it's neck and neck. I can say it's like neck and neck.
Okay, but speaking about DC and animation and stuff, you were saying that they're just gonna have scrolls,
basically,
like, during like what you're watching.
Yeah, that if when breaking news happens, if CNN wants to pump out a story or whatever, right at the bottom as like you're chilling watching your movie, it's just gonna go ahead and pass on.
It's just gonna pass. Like if it's like a Amber Alert on TV or something.
Yeah.
I hate that.
That'd be hilarious.
I hate
Imagine
that so
an
much.
Amber Alert that just beeps.
I hate that so
and it doesn't
much.
even pause your show. Imagine that.
It just passes by.
It just passes by.
If it paused it, that would also be a bigger outrage because you're stopping my movie now for an ad, basically.
Yeah.
We quite literally don't pay for ads.
You're watching Peacemaker. He's about to say the next fucking. It just stops.
It just pauses. It pauses on that scene where they're fighting. Who watches this fucking show?
John, apparently.
But yeah, I don't know if I like that idea. That sounds so dumb. I really think they are shooting themselves in the foot again.
I'm 100%. Now, Zaslav hasn't officially came out and confirmed nor denied. Apparently, after outcries on Twitter and social media happened about, a lot of people tweeted about this, saying that it's just horrendous to even think about.
It's a dumb idea.
And so no official statement. Apparently insiders say that he's gonna slowly walk it back, but I mean, now at this point I can't put past anything that they would do $1 for. Like, I don't know, like Zaslav might do some freaky shit for $1 at this point. I don't know.
Yeah, he is that desperate, huh?
It seems like
that's so dumb though. That's such a dumb way to like hurt your literally streaming platform, because maybe if it made sense and they were like, oh, if they do it, it'll only be for the people that do pay for that whole the lower pricing for ads. Like,
damn,
let it happen for
fuck
them.
up the movie experience for the brokies.
Well, I mean, shit. If you're not paying for ads now, what's one scroll gonna stop you from? But we literally pay like out the ass for no ads. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, if we're well, my subscription's free.
Oh, hey, don't say that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Where you go? Don't let them out. Don't let them do that.
They're like, what? Starts typing.
They give you ads. They change it immediately.
Fuck.
You get free with ads.
Free with. Oh, I'd be mad. So either which way, I think ads trying to propel CNN in the first place. Like, I get it. Ratings are low, guys. I get it. I mean,
I'd prefer CNN over Fox. I guess if it ever really boils down to
you
news
would
outlet.
say that you so
you're damn liberal.
The thing is that I don't care for any of these shows. I think all these things have obviously their own twist and pulley stringies that's not really healthy for Americans in general.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I don't want it anywhere near what I'm watching.
Exactly.
But if I had to pick, CNN would probably be it. I can't stand Fox or the I can't stand news in general, but I guess
See, the
CNN
thing is,
would be.
I see. The thing is that nobody's telling you to decide, but yet you're choosing a side.
Well, because I mean, if we had to watch a scroll roll by, would you rather see something from Fox or would you rather see something from CNN?
I don't know. I feel
Fox
like
would say some fuck shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I feel like Fox would have juicier stories. Like, well, CNN would be like, this just in, I don't know, Trump, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then Fox is like, fucking Florida man, kitten in a burning tree, shit's going crazy, police being righted on.
It would be something like some police riding on gator in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't know. They'd probably say something very harmful, I'd fear, and then, I don't know if what you're watching would immediately turn it off. But this is just a dumb idea in general.
I would say so too. But, money and desperation, it really brings out an ugly side of people.
Apparently, I mean, you would think as someone as like high up, a CEO, like they would come up with a better fucking idea. Like, I don't know, restoring the Snyderverse. Versus putting the goddamn news in your platform or something.
I thought you were gonna say instead of like making making like a Peacemaker show or something. Florida man does go.
Don't bother reading that. Don't bother reading that. That's nonsense. There's nonsense on our screen right now. Don't read that shit. But anyway, yeah. I think I really think this is dumb. See, what is his name? Zaslav is really just like tripping.
What a missed opportunity. He almost had me too. Thank you for stopping me.
I like seeing that. I was like, don't read that.
Yeah. You almost stumped me. But yeah, bad idea all the way around. But obviously these guys are out of touch in a in a different spot. Obviously because the Hollywood union strikes are still happening. It would have been a clip.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity. Very good. So the union strikes are still happening, and we're hearing that apparently Zaslav and Daddy Iger, or not so Daddy Iger, is being villainized, and they're so stunned by it.
Oh.
So I have the full quote here on Deadline. So as we talked about before, they kind of run through it on top too, if you guys want to read it right there. But they basically got a proposal for the WGA was given one from the AMPTP, which is the studios. The WGA gave them one. They basically said, here you guys go. You decide. Nobody wants to decide. The AMPTP is trying to, what the WGA says is trying to turn them against each other.
Yeah.
And so they're kind of quiet right now. I think they're waiting until, I think it says right here,
like next week, right? Something like that?
Yeah, sometime next week, that they should be getting together to discuss once again. But during the talks that apparently thin-skinned Iger and Zaslav were stunned, according to one insider, Deadline says that they have been so vilified by the guild and its members over the past several months. Almost everyone is looking for someone to blame. Another insider says of the backbiting among the core CEOs, they're paralyzed even as the clock is ticking, and it's Ted's fault, Iger's fault, even Tony, that's a crazy name, fault, depending on who you ask. That's the Netflix co-CEO, the Disney CEO, Sony Pictures chairman, CEO, and obviously Zaslav's the WBD. And obviously, it's not helping anyone helping the situation or anyone, says the insider. So, how do you feel about two CEOs being stunned because they're being vilified within the media for them not wanting to reach understanding to how Joshua says, pay your people?
I mean, we know that they're playing victim, obviously, but they're not the victim. I mean,
the victim are the writers.
Exactly. And the actors. What do you call it? You're only being quote unquote villainified, or however the fuck you said vilified because you're not doing your fucking job correctly. So I mean that's as plain as I can put it. The reason everyone is turning on them, or they make it sound like everyone's turning on them, is because they're doing wrong. They want to be fucking babies about it. They can, but it doesn't really help your case to be like, oh, boo-hoo, my feelings are hurt, I'm trying to help them. Like, no, like, you're clearly not. Otherwise, you guys would have came up with an idea already.
They would have, could have, should have. They have a plan, and their plan is to continue to rob. I don't know if it's real or anything, but I'm hearing that apparently, like, there's a lawsuit that is supposed to be happening towards Iger himself as well. Well, Disney and Iger, because I guess they basically got caught pulling the same shit that that WB was doing during the pandemic, and basically saying like, oh, we're getting these many views, so this is how much we're going to pay you, without actually getting the analytics and proving that this is how many views that they're getting.
Oh, I think I heard about that.
Yeah, like even right now too, I guess they said Ahsoka got like 14 million views.
Yeah.
And that, I guess the Samba numbers came out and they only got like 1.2 million views.
So they're like inflating it.
Yeah, so and they're just basically like sources are, trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro. Everyone's watching this.
Yeah.
More deep water.
So I gotta do more research on that. But it's kind of something that I kind of ran by and seen, and I was like, well, you know, Iger was this guy that everybody would worship for Disney. You know, he ushered in the whole Pixar era. He bought Lucasfilm. He was the one who pioneered the Disney Plus streaming in the beginning, right before the pandemic, and made his exit. Bob Chapek took over, and he was like this big bad guy. Like, they painted him in the worst light ever. Fired him in the middle of the night. Fucking crazy. And then brought Iger back because they thought he was like the mastermind for everything. But what if he was the dude who set shit on a fucking shitty path, left while the shit was happening, and came back when it was like needed to be cleaned up?
Almost cleaned up. I don't know. That could be interesting to think about, because I mean, we know CEOs do crazy things like this all the time. Whether it comes out like this or it stays behind closed doors, we know not everybody is correct. You know, like they're not as nice as they seem. And imagine the irony that Disney's head CEO is actually the villain. That'd be kind of funny.
That is hilarious. John says, I don't know if you guys have talked about it since. I haven't been caught up, but what are you guys' thoughts on Snyder's team saying fuck Star Wars, hating Star Wars? So we did talk about this. We talked about it in our last episode, I believe. Wednesdays?
Yeah, a few episodes ago. I think it was released sometime this week. We did talk about it.
Yeah, we did speak about it. Basically, it was taken out of context. We did review the whole article, and it did say that they wound up saying that, but they were saying it as a like hyping thing. I guess they were gonna do a Star Wars project at one point. They wound up getting passed for it, and then they wound up being able to pick up this whole Rebel Moon thing. So that's why he was saying, you know,
that's why they were like, fuck them, let's just do our own thing.
It basically, so it wasn't really like, oh, like fuck Star Wars. Obviously, Rebel Moon is gonna be inspired by not only like Star Wars, but a lot of sci-fi things like that. A lot of other entities that inspired Star Wars itself. You know what I mean? Because Star Wars was old westerns and samurais. Rebel Moon is gonna incorporate that as well and do extra stuff too. So it was just, it was an out of context thing, and I think that's the clickbaity stuff that gets people to be like, oh, Zack Snyder is X, Y, and Z, and it's like, well, That's not the case. They're just excited for their project finally being realized.
Yeah. I mean, it was obviously taken out of context, but even then, I think when we talked about it, I was still like, that's crazy to say, you know. And then we went to the whole deep dive of like, does Rebel Moon have the potential to be bigger than Star Wars? I guess that's the biggest question, because I mean, we were talking about it, and like Star Wars basically influenced the MCU and whatever in their formula. Can Rebel Moon meet that with three movies coming out, spin-offs, a game, things like that? And that was basically it. But saying fuck Star Wars wasn't the move, was what I was saying.
Well, obviously, because anybody can take shit out of context, but I think the whole fuck Star Wars was kind of like a harmless, like, I'm just doing my thing over here type shit. That's the way I took it. When
That's the way
read the
I mean, yeah, that's the right way to take it. But like, I mean, for sake of conversation, I personally feel like that's crazy to say, because I mean. So
do you think that Star Wars could ever pass up? I mean, Rebel Moon can ever pass up Star Wars?
I don't know. I dead ass heads or tails about it still. It like, it has the potential. Like it being a new thing, it has the potential. But I don't know, because Star Wars has been around for forever.
It has been around for forever, but a lot of people have been kind of slipping away from it as of right now. I guess in the state that it's kind of in, and then hearing too that potentially that Disney's inflating the numbers and people are actually not watching. I mean, people barely watched Andor. We know those numbers were real.
Yeah. I don't know. It could be heads or tails.
It could be the fact too that, you know, Star Wars hasn't put out a theatrical movie at all for years.
That's true. And like, as we're close to getting one, the strike happens.
Yeah. And so, I mean, not a lot of people want to be like, yeah, let me go ahead and get Disney Plus to watch a few of these shows that, you know, that, let's be honest, don't look exactly how Star Wars does on the big screen.
Yeah, and then depending on how far the strike goes, Rebel Moon can have its leg up with that second movie come next year.
I don't like that you kind of are insinuating that Rebel Moon might beat Star Wars. I feel like you're insinuating a little bit.
Well, no,
I feel like you're on that side.
I'm saying, for sake of argument and conversation, we can't deny the hype that Zack Snyder has, and obviously, you know,
the fan base,
all his fan base. That's what I'm saying.
But does it have enough potential? Because his fan base is cool, but like, does it have the potential to move Star Wars, like get Star Wars fans from that fan base and move it to his fan base?
I don't know.
Obviously, you can be a fan of both.
Oh yeah,
but eventually there's going
to be a fan of both.
Yeah, you could be a fan of both, but like, eventually there's going to be a wild divide.
He said no, it doesn't. It doesn't have the potential to beat Star Wars.
Star Wars fans are toxic.
They are very toxic.
They are,
but they do say Snyder fans are also pretty toxic. I happen to be built both, and I don't think I'm toxic.
John,
if you call me toxic, I swear to God. But look. I only say that because you brought up Star Wars' quality and things like that, and their halt in movies. So think about their halt right now. Ahsoka is their last project for a while, depending on the strike.
Do you think that Rebel Moon could be the pillow that fucking suffocates Star Wars?
For the time being, until we see a movie or something like that, maybe. If these Disney Plus shows aren't doing it, the strike hurting Star Wars. Rebel Moon has not only the movie coming out in December, but in June or whatever fuck of next year. While this strike could be happening, it could be hitting its sprint like hard, while Star Wars is in halt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they got to film back to back.
You think it could give it the old 1-2, huh? While it's not unconscious. That's crazy.
It'll be unconscious. I think once we see that movie for Star Wars, or we see something else that really brings in people.
It's hard to say. I don't want to say, because even though it can get a hold of it, and yeah, it'll have the upper hand right now, who's to say that it's only here for like the time being, and then as soon as a Star Wars movie comes out, like, obviously Star Wars is still a big brand to this day. There's still a lot to love about Star Wars. It's just relevancy, I think.
Yeah. That's why. What do you call it? For right now, while Star Wars and everything on Hollywood is on hiatus, Zack Snyder and his franchise Rebel Moon has the potential to make leaps because they have this movie and then the one coming out in June, while everything else is at a standstill. Is what I'm trying to get at. I'm pretty sure once the hiatus and all that is over and this movie comes out, Star Wars fans will be right back in those theaters, hitting the billions. But for the time being, while the strike is happening, I think Rebel Moon might take it for a while.
But that's not without long-term repercussions, because if people leave as a Star Wars fan, they're not going to want to go out of their way with the new Star Wars. Some of them are not going to want to come back. That's the thing, is that some people, some of them can
sci-fi fans can be sci-fi fans without being Star Wars fans.
That's true. But then you have that whole, you can have somebody who loves Star Wars and Star Trek, but then you're going to have those fans that are like, nah, we don't watch that for shit, or nah, we don't watch that for shit, you know? But same thing with Rebel Moon. And like you said, Snyder fans are toxic. Star Wars fans are toxic.
Oh, yeah.
So
watching those cesspools collide
it just seems like it's going to be like that one scene in The Flash where all those like worlds are just like...
Yeah, no, it's going to be really funny to watch those cesspools argue about it on Twitter and things like that. And I'm here for it. Because, again, I like Zack Snyder. I love Star Wars. Like, it's going to be interesting to watch that divide. And, like, once that Rebel Moon trailer came out, just for perspective, I saw the Snyder fans. Every single one of them. Mercury. I follow a few people that are big, have big followings and are fans of Zack Snyder.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, "This is already better than Star Wars," or whatever the fuck else. And I had to pull out me being a Star Wars fan, I had to be like, "Whoa, I mean, slow your roll. It looks cool, but you gotta relax, Like, and I understand they want to hype up their movie. This is the first Zack Snyder thing that's been out in a while since basically that heist movie he made.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I really feel that both sides are gonna get very toxic come December.
Probably. I hope it's not because of that whole fuck Star Wars thing though. That's kind of seems like a smaller issue compared to what Rebel Moon's about to do to the Star Wars brand.
Yeah,
I guess.
We were thinking long term.
Yeah.
But I know that these fan bases can't coexist. I know it.
No, there's no way. They're gonna eat each other alive. But only one can stay standing. And if fucking Rebel Moon has like adult content, they have guns, bro. They're gonna shoot Star Wars fans like crazy, bro. They're gonna be like, "Oh, we have lightsabers." It's
gonna be tough.
It's over. Moving on though. Well, actually, sticking to like the whole strike thing. Obviously, Zaslav and them are not gonna move their
crocodile tears.
Yeah, they're not gonna move anytime soon. Yeah. They're gonna cry about being vilified, all that stuff. But somebody who is getting dragged right now is Selena Gomez, and she's being called a scab.
Ooh, what'd she do?
So she had decided to go on the interwebs and decided to post on Instagram a picture of her on the set of Only Murders in the Building and says missing and wanting and tagged Only Murders in the Building. And
that's her show, right?
That's her show.
Oh, okay.
It's on season 3.
Yeah.
I've watched the 2 first seasons, and she's actually pretty good in it. I enjoy it. And so I guess she wound up putting that on Instagram. Got a bunch of backlash. People were saying she's tone deaf. People were having all these issues, calling her a scab, like I said. And she immediately deleted it and has been in hiding since. So, and that's been about since 2 days ago.
Has she been living under a rock?
She's just been hiding now. Or
before
posting
that, before posting that, did she
I assume not. She was out and about doing stuff. I seen her on TikTok all the time.
I do see her on TikTok. I see her SNL skits for some reason. They're like going through them. SNL.
She has SNL skits.
Yeah, she's been on SNL.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, but I'm not too sure how to feel. Obviously, she's either she did it accidentally or she did it knowingly that post is gonna post views, and either way, hype up her show.
Still bad.
Yeah. But does she get leniency for not knowing, I guess, is the question.
Oh, like if she was just
if it was an accident.
If for the past 3 months she didn't know that her SAG brothers and sisters were on the picket line?
We don't know what the fuck she was doing, man. She was beefing with Haley for some reason. And we don't know what was going on with her.
Yeah, that was a wild time. Did you remember down the block
Yeah,
we had
down
seen
the block it said, hey, fuck Haley, and then at the bottom scribbled out, fuck Selena. Yeah, and then down the street, we were walking down the sidewalk, and again, just fuck Selena. There you go.
and there was like a Justin Bieber thing down the street too. So it was like,
you got fans around here.
it was like mad toxic. I was like, it's hitting the streets. Like gangbangers are. Dang, there's rules. Yes, there's rules. So during the SAG strike, or during the whole WGA strike, they're not allowed to promote anything for any major AMPTP, which are like the studios, Paramount, Warner Brothers, Sony.
Those big studios.
They're not allowed to promote anything, and if they break the rules, they're at risk of being kicked out of the union. And if that's the case, they basically are blackballed from Hollywood, and you can't work. And you can't especially work with union representation. So, I mean, maybe you can work, but you're going to get fucked over a lot.
Yeah, it'd be a lot harder to land a role, I imagine, because, you know, the union knows people, and it's all about your connections. And if you have no connections, it'd be harder to find work.
Yeah.
Interesting how that works.
Uh-huh.
Hollywood is just one big spider web.
It's a fickle bitch. Unless they find terms where, you know, there could be a way where she could, like, wiggle in or something like that. But, I mean, it's still a bad thing.
She'd be on, like, probation.
Yeah. They'll be like, we're watching your tweets.
Yeah.
What? No wonder I seen her post. I got excited, but damn. Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to season 3 too, because Paul Rudd's supposed to be in it and stuff like that. So seeing that she's going to have to go through this, I'm like, well, I love the show. Yes. It's great. I love it too. I honestly, I mean, is she strong enough to repel all the hate though? Is like, you know, because there was that time where it was like, fuck Haley, fuck Selena Gomez. And there was a lot of people on Selena Gomez's side. Like, if this comes to be that she actually posted it and, you know, she knowingly posted it, I haven't even heard an apology.
I think there's enough in her fan base, not so much as an actor, but for music. You know what I mean? Because I didn't even know the show was on its 3rd season. I heard about this show, but I didn't know of its existence till now, basically. Like, I didn't hear a peep. And then I'd imagine there's just a lot more following her music career than her acting career. So maybe she could pull a Jared Leto, pull out and just do music.
She could. That's like worst case scenario, though. Do you think that she should be pushed out that bad?
I don't know. I don't know if this was a mistake or not. That's the one thing that's not being highlighted.
She said, so Julie said, she's an unproblematic queen.
Oh, well, there you go. See? I don't know. Apparently her and Taylor Swift are so unproblematic. No.
She could do whatever she wants, I guess.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't think she'll get kicked out of the union, but I'd imagine she face repercussions for sure.
She can. She says she can. I mean, it's been 2 days and not even an apology.
It's the weekend.
Oh, she
apologized on Monday.
She doesn't. Well, Monday's a holiday too.
Yeah, apologies on
Tuesday.
She had a long weekend.
Taylor Swift's issues are obviously deeper with her music. Oh, makes sense.
Because she hates men. No.
It could be because she hates men. I don't know.
Or is it because she hates Katy Perry?
Maybe she just can't find a good relationship, and that's what.
Maybe it's not the men; it's her.
Oh, you know. Oh, but she does no wrong. I think that's a whole different topic.
But anyway, we're not here to discuss that. We'd be here forever. No.
we would be here forever.
But I don't know. I don't know if this was an accident or not. And if she hasn't addressed it, I think she's waiting for a good time. I think she's gonna, because I mean, I'd imagine when something like
when's
this happens,
the sweet spot to say sorry? Like, the fact that she deleted it though, and it's like she basically was driving a car, hit the curb, and was like, "Whoopsie."
Who put that there?
No. Who put the curb there?
I think it's a lot of like, because think about it. If there's legal problems now because of this, she has to get her lawyer. She has to do all this and that. Something like that, I imagine, to a certain degree. Just so there's not a lot of repercussions to stop her from getting kicked out of the union or something like that. Like legal trouble with the union. So maybe they're waiting to say sorry at the right capacity. I don't know.
Yeah. Why apologize, though? Maybe her PR team told her to take it down. Apologize because there's been a strike going on for about 3 months. They haven't, they've been picketing. They've been striking for rights and money and all that stuff, and so they're supposed to be in solidarity through everything. And so if she's knowingly promoting things for the studio with her fans, some people don't know that a strike is going on, so people are still going to tune in and obviously go against the cause. And the PR team obviously told her to take it down. That's why she took it down immediately.
Yeah.
She probably was getting all these comments, and she was just like, "Oh my god,
it's blowing up! Can't wait for season 3 to do so good."
Yeah.
And then it was like, "Take it down, damn! You're doing wrong." Yeah.
What if it was an accident? Well, that's the thing. If it was an accident, that's
she
fine.
must have been living under a rock.
Yeah, but how can you say it was an accident if it's been like 3 months, and you're literally like everybody that you know is on the picket line, people that you've acted with before, so I'm assuming their friends are on the picket line.
Yeah.
So even if you don't want to be a part of everything going on, you still kind of have to be. Well, yeah, or you're kicked out of the union, and if you're kicked out of the union, then it's harder for you to get gigs, roles, all that stuff, because then you're more exposed to whatever the studios want you to do for the parts or positions that you want. So it just goes against everything.
Goes against everything. And like, I guess take The Rock, right? He's not picketing or whatever, but he donated like $1 billion to their funds, right? Imagine if he did that and then he started promoting his stuff. You know what I mean?
But he got $1 billion is a passable thing
to avoid picketing. But he's supposed to still be solidarity.
Yeah, obviously.
So like, imagine if he started promoting, that would be like a giant fuck you, because you know now he gave them shut up money. Let me do my own thing, but you know obviously he still has to be in solidarity. So I think that's where it can be like, I guess, a good way to compare.
Yeah. What does it say? Sometimes you got a lot going on, and she shared it out of habit, could have happened, but like, what if it was a brief moment, like, I really missed and I accidentally posted it, and it was like, oh, my bad, but something like that. Actually. Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that's where the dilemma comes in. If it was an accident and you really didn't know, and it was a brief moment, and you were like, why didn't you take it down and apologize right after? Like, just be like, oh, I'm sorry, I stand with my people, do a quick Instagram thing that people do on their stories, and and
be
move
like The
on.
Rock, post the whole video, be like, hey, I'm in Hawaii. No.
Yeah, look, I'm in Hawaii, I'm sorry, whatever, backpedal, do whatever you got to do. It only takes, like 5 minutes out of your day. If you're The Rock, it takes 20 minutes out of your day. But it's... It as long as like it was acknowledged and moved on, it's different. But she's receiving all this backlash for the fact that she hasn't even came out and apologized either. And I think, though I'm not on the side of just nitpicking things, because it could have been an accident, other people don't see it that way, especially people on the internet. If you see the internet, it's a vicious place. It's not a good place to be.
No. But we don't know. That's the thing. We don't know what it was. She just went dark afterward. So it's all up in the air whether it was an accident or if it was on purpose. Or, like, again, if she did it and then she totally forgot there was a strike for some reason and then took it down, that just makes it look just as bad because she knew about it.
And she's trying to hide it now.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, I hope nobody catches it. But
her
little do they know.
Of fans.
I know. Little does she know screenshot fucking exists. It's crazy. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty bad. I wholeheartedly believe it was an accident.
You can believe that. That's fine.
That's fine.
Speculation is in the air, so you can believe what you want. Until hard facts tell you that, hey, she did it on purpose, speculate how you feel.
I'll tell you, I go to work every single day, okay? And I would know if my team is picketing outside, and I would know if I got to stop work or something like that.
Man, what are they doing out there?
Yeah, like...
Don't they know that there's AC in the studio?
Yeah, I know, like, there's work in here. What are you talking about? We could be acting right now.
Yeah, what the hell?
It's just bad. The only thing that's bad is that she has not apologized or said anything. If she would have said something immediately, it would have completely blew over.
Yes.
But she could even fucking blame it on, I don't know, her least important staff and be like, Julio, you're fucking fired, eh? You fucking posted that shit.
She talks to her employees like a Mexican man.
oh, my bad. Like she sees them and she's just like, it's just like that. You just be like, oh, Julio fucking posted it for me on X day because it's his job to promote my thing. He didn't know. He's now been let go of the
He's
team.
been dealt with.
Yeah, he's been gone now. Like it's that easy.
It's
but
all up
no,
in the air about
she just
what happened.
completely just is like, oh no, whoopsie, and then deleted it and it was over.
I mean, if they kick her out the union, she can bounce on her music career, so it's fine.
And like other pots and pans in music, now she's not, or however you spell his name. Oh, she's not Fuzi. Oh no. Well, yeah, that's the thing, is that exactly she's not some YouTuber. She can't just backtrack it and be like, oh, nothing happened. She's an actress who you said, Josh, that she does music, she does movies, she does acting, she does all this stuff. She's within a lot of places of the industry. You cannot stand there and be like, oh, I didn't know. Like, you can't. It's if you're weaved in through everything, you can't say you don't know. And if you say you don't know, that's fine. That's fine. Play it off that way, but at least put in an apology. Say, I still stand with my SAG people, and move on. Even Zachary Levi, we talked about him. I fucking hate this dude, but I'll give him the pass because at least after he said the things on stage, he wound up coming out the next day and saying that he said it in a stupid way, but he still wound up saying, like, I apologize. It was taken out of context.
Or Stephen Amell, he said what he said, and what happened the next day? He was on the picket line.
We might see her on the picket line on Tuesday.
We might see her on the picket line.
Oh, Tuesday morning? Because Monday is a holiday?
They're going to be picketing on Labor Day?
Every day is a day. So, I mean, we'll probably see her Monday. We just have to wait to see. We'll have to wait to see what happens with that one. That's
up in the air for
But
now.
that's all, like I said, backlash would be averted if she just comes out and apologizes.
Yeah.
Right.
She's going to wait till Tuesday because it's a 3-day weekend.
100%. But yeah. Moving on. We good?
Moving on, yes.
All right. Cool. So, moving on, though. John Wick's director, Chad Stahelski, wound up coming out about the ending scene that happened in John Wick 4 and why it happened that way. And I'm going to tell you right now, I fucking knew it. But I'm going to read you what he said. So he was talking to, he was on the Josh Horowitz podcast, and when asked about the third installment and why he basically went on to do a fourth, he said he says that we did the third movie and then we were really done. We were like, we're done. And then again, it was a year later, and Keanu and I both felt like we kind of let everybody down with the ending of number 3. And then saying that I think it was well received, but it was kind of like people really like John, and they're like, what the fuck, guys? You know that was an action ending. Great, but okay, what the fuck? Tough talking mythology here, and you didn't really wrap it up. And we started talking more and more, and we just felt like we didn't leave everything we had on the table. And then that's why they decided to bring out with John Wick Chapter 4. So, I fucking knew it. I knew the third part was supposed to be the last part in the series. We didn't talk about this before. I always felt it was speculation, but I always felt like the third one, they were just going to try to do 3 and just leave it alone. And I thought when he wound up getting shot and getting dragged away, a lot of people were like, well, are we getting a 4th part? And then, they were kind of skirting the line like, oh no, this is probably going to be the end of the road kind of thing. And then next thing you know, the 4th part was greenlit. And then spoilers for the 4th one, but he basically bites the bullet, or
he dies.
Gets shot, whatever.
He dies.
So him saying that he felt unsatisfied, and because of the response to the movie, felt like a lot of people were left unsatisfied. That brought him to do this 4th installment and then do what they did at the end. And the reason why I say I knew it is because that's why the 4th part wasn't good. I knew there was a reason why it wasn't good. I knew why it didn't hold up like the rest of them, and that one was the 4th squeezed in addition to basically wrap up a story that they really weren't invested in doing. I don't believe. I don't feel like the 4th one, they put their whole heart into it. That shit sucked. It wasn't good.
You're gross.
There was a couple shining lights in the movie, and that was it.
No, I completely disagree with you.
And we've talked about this.
We have.
And I know this is kind of personal to you because you put this on your, if you guys haven't seen that episode or heard that episode, it's our mid-year ranking, and he wound up putting this one on one of his slots on that list.
It was pretty high. You
were high?
No.
When you made the list?
It was pretty high.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, Thank you for the heart. Yeah, you put it kind of up there. So, and I didn't put it on at all because I felt that it was a bad movie, and I feel like this kind of explains that reason.
No, I don't agree.
No, what'd you get out of that statement?
Well, obviously, the article tells you that they didn't they felt compelled to do it because there wasn't much on the table. I don't know if I feel the sentiment that you do about the third one being last, because personally for me that felt like they promised a fourth, but like movies usually do, they give you that teeter-totter to be like, oh well, if it doesn't do too good, that's it, and then if it does good, we'll tip the board and we'll go do another one. That's kind of how it is with every movie nowadays. So I don't know if I share that sentiment about it being bad because of all that. The fourth one is still really good, and I think it wraps everything up perfectly. I don't get it. I gotta pick your brain about it because I don't know.
Okay, so the third one, how did it end? Everything was basically settled. John Wick was gonna be left alone, but then who was it? Was it the actual concierge dude that like pulled out the gun and shot him and he fell off the roof? He was betrayed by one of his people.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He was gonna go off, live his life, do his own thing. He winds up getting shot. What I thought and what I got out of the ending was that what they wanted to do was basically what they did with the Chris Hemsworth movie.
Oh, Extraction.
What they did with Extraction and kind of teeter the line like, oh, are we going to bring him back for a fourth one? Are we going to just leave it at this one? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I think that after everything and Lawrence Fishburne took him and you kind of seen that he was going to, piece him back together, that it was supposed to be left off as like John Wick died, but his adventures go on because he didn't actually die or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, kind of thing, like leave it up to your head, like leaving that door open for a sequel.
Like what happened with Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight Returns.
Basically. And so I was like, okay, that's fine. But them saying like, I'm assuming that it was a cash grab for the studio to be like, no, we're going to make a fourth part. And they probably didn't have their heart into it. And this is him trying to justify a fucking sucky ass sequel, in my opinion.
You keep calling it sucky, man. It's not. It's not bad. It is not bad.
It's not a bad movie?
No.
I find it bad.
No. It's not even the worst out of the saga.
The worst.
You fucking... I can't say it on air. No. but like, no. I don't agree with that.
Ray
I
Dog,
can understand...
It's not that bad? Oh, he might defend you. Ray Dog might defend you.
Come on, keyboard warrior. No, but wait, call it. I really think like, obviously you gotta take what the director says to be like, as face value. We do that with a bunch of movies. You can't stop it. We even do it with terrible shows. Secret Invasion. What was he saying? About the show not being good and whatever because he couldn't tell this full story, whatnot. So we gotta take the directors at face value. But I don't know. I really don't get it. I really think that the third one left on the cliffhanger and they were going to guarantee a fourth one, and then that was it. So this one, if they make a fifth one, then the fourth one is bullshit. But like,
he said on the podcast that Keanu would be willing to come back too.
They'd have to do a prequel or something. Maybe when he meets his wife. I don't know.
You want to see Keanu come back from the dead? For the upteen time?
No, that would kind of ruin it. I think if they make it like a interesting love story between him and his wife or whatever, that could be something.
Yeah, I think it's bad. Ray, where do you put the fourth one? That's what I need.
It's not the worst one.
I would see that, like a prequel to what happened, or you would want to see John Wick 5.
Where he comes back.
Where he comes back.
Poll for the
for the prequel on how he left would be pretty awesome. Yeah, but then I feel like you would have to get a younger actor. I don't think Keanu would be able to come back. He's too old.
What do you, bro? I just told you happy birthday, Keanu Reeves. He's 59.
Yeah.
He doesn't look 59.
He acts like he's 59. Yeah. That's all he does in his movies now. He does a little gun flip thing, and then yeah, like
no.
That's all he does. That's all he does. In the new Matrix movie, what did he do?
When you have Keanu Reeves' money and his career,
listen, in the new Matrix movie, what did he do? You kind
of earned the right to just say a few lines and do cool shit.
To just be like, yeah,
I think I'm back. Yeah, yes.
No,
I know I gave it a negative in my review because I don't like that for real. But I mean, shit, you have a long, prosperous career like Keanu Reeves, and you kind of deserve the time to just be like, all right, time to shut the fuck up. Like,
Ray said, put a Snapchat filter on there. They could. Actually, the de-aging thing that they did in the new Indiana Jones movie might work too. I heard that Harrison Ford thing actually looked pretty good.
Too bad that movie was
the TikTok filter to look basically they'll have to do something, or they would have to cast somebody younger because he is too old to play that role. I don't think he's aging like fine wine. I don't think he is
aging like fine wine.
Like
homie is
like decent wine, not like fine wine, but like some
like fine wine.
Some good mid shelf wine.
No,
like it's not gonna go bad, but it's gonna get a little good over the years.
No. I think he still looks the part.
You think that this man would look younger than he did in the first John Wick?
With movie magic, yeah.
Movie magic. Well, yeah, with movie magic. Okay, if they have to adjust him, yeah. But
I'm not saying make him like 20 something.
At that point, just do what they did with Solo and just recast the character. There's no point in making him look younger.
I'm not saying make him. I'm not saying
can bring charisma to.
I'm not saying make him look fucking 20 years old. I'm saying the few years before he gets the dog and stuff.
Yeah.
With his wife, he'd have There's no way John Wick is actually Keanu Reeves' age. He has to be like 40 something.
No, really? No. Did they say that? Nessa says you just hate him. I think she's saying it to me.
Yeah, you're a hater.
I was done too. Samuel L. Jackson and Captain Marvel, right?
Yeah.
Or
what happened if you saw Secret Invasion? They de-aged him there too.
Yeah, Secret Invasion too. They
actually did really well with him.
Yeah, honestly, I think that was like the best CGI that they had in that show. But either way, I mean, like I said, I just don't think that he can play a young character anymore. And I don't think anybody is disputing that because everybody's saying filter. It's just, yeah, you could put a filter. Yeah, you could de-age them. They did it before. You can put all this money into doing this. That's fine. Or you can cast a charismatic young actor that looks like him.
No. We know, like, I would be open to that idea, but we know general audiences wouldn't. We saw what happened with Solo. That's the thing.
We did, but that was that whole backlash with The Last Jedi. That was separate. That wasn't even because of that.
People have beef with the actual casting too.
It wouldn't feel the same though. Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Yeah. People say that all the time. It wouldn't feel the same, but did the fourth one really feel any better?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That shit was bad.
No.
You don't believe that it was bad?
No, it was not bad.
Who can play a young Keanu Reeves? I'm trying to think.
Just pull a Gemini man and make him young, like they did with Will Smith.
Look, man, I'm trying to think of a recasting. Who can you recast Keanu Reeves with? Somebody that looks kind of like him.
You can't see that. I don't know. I
can't think of anybody.
I think he's unique. He looks unique. He has a really unique face structure.
Adam Driver.
No. Maybe? No. I don't know. He's busy. Adam Driver has a thriving career working with dinosaurs. If you guys saw 65, you'll know what I'm be talking about.
Oh, there's a dude on TikTok that mimics him.
Oh, yeah, I saw that guy. He also looks like Adam Driver.
He does.
He does Star Wars cosplay. He looks exactly like.
Imagine Adam Driver filling in the role for John Wick. That'd be crazy.
All I can imagine is him screaming like how he did with that movie, Marriage Story. He's like, all I did was wish you were dead. He's just screaming like that all around.
He just has a kind of like a rounder head, I feel, than Keanu. Keanu has like.
I'm pretty sure if he like put in the time to lose weight or whatever, get a little stocky, I guess.
I would say a little bit thinner because Keanu's like super thin. Like he's, not like stick
Oh,
skinny,
well,
but
if,
like
he, well
thin.
if he's young and active,
He should be kind of built.
he'd be kind of.
Keanu ripped. Adam Driver.
We've seen him shirtless.
Sign me up. Sign me up. I just made the prequel movie. Look at that. I don't want to hear that it won't feel the same, because Adam Driver actually, in my opinion, is a better actor than Keanu Reeves. Moving on.
What the no? You don't get to just leave that there. That's gross.
Is it not? Is he not?
He's a good actor, but he's not at Keanu level. What the hell?
At this point in careers, I think he does more than what Keanu does.
Keanu has had a
Keanu,
luxurious career.
What movies has Keanu done?
That's like saying like
when he was younger, yeah. But now that he's older, and a lot of the older movies, he hasn't really done a lot of like sophisticated acting. He made a movie called Knock Knock.
You didn't like Knock Knock?
I liked it, but it wasn't really. I wouldn't say it's sophisticated either.
I think he did good there.
Yeah, he did okay. Yeah, it's good.
You keep using words I'm not using. I'll did
be honest,
good.
Ana de Armas was the reason why I was there.
Yeah, you would be. No, if y'all seen that movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
But I think he did do a good job. I'm not saying that he didn't. I liked him in obviously his younger roles like Speed and what is the other one that he did? Heat or something like that. He did a lot of roles in it. Constantine, I like him in Constantine. I think he did good.
Yeah, he put in the work as a young actor. Adam Driver is still up and coming. There's
Keanu
no way.
Probably. Up and coming. He's an Oscar winner. What are you talking about, man?
There's no way you're saying 65 is one of his gems. All right, there's no way.
No, but they were
listen.
No.
65 or John Wick 4.
But they literally found some little girl that looks exactly like him to act, bro.
65 or John Wick 4.
I can have fun with dinosaurs. Like 65, I could have fun. I could have fun with dinosaurs.
That is some bullshit.
John Wick 4 just felt so lackluster.
No.
And then how does anybody believe that a blind man can fight that good? It's crazy. It is crazy. They could have domed him a long time ago, and they didn't. They took it easy on him because he's a cripple. It's messed up.
They're like, you can't have him an ass whooping too good. He won't see it coming.
Keanu probably just taking it easy, though. Yes, he's taking it easy.
We saw that in Matrix 4.
Yeah, we saw Matrix 4. He's taking it a little too easy. I think he's
but also not
like
easy enough because he was able to do all those tricks and shit in John Wick movies.
Yeah, which is crazy that he was able to do that, but not able to put in some hand work into.
Homie was using the Force
every single time. It's just hand up.
Yeah,
and then woof, with like some weird warping shit, and they like fly. Yeah,
exactly what it sounded like. Anyway, now I'm ready to move on.
Okay.
You saying that fuck shit really just threw me for a loop. There's no way you get to just leave it there.
I forgot what I said, but either which way, like, it's fine. John Wick 4 was an unneeded movie. It's kind of like Toy Story 4. John Wick 4 is like the Toy Story 4. You know what I mean? It's just I guess a sequel, but at the same time, it wasn't necessary. Could have left it where it was, and it would have been fine.
Just move on, man.
All right. Alrighty. Moving on. So, we have word that... it's hard to say his name. Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, is saying that he has spoken to James Gunn. Potentially for a role. I guess before all the strike happened. Yeah. I have the video. You want to see the video? It's like 9 seconds.
It's fine.
Yeah,
I think I've seen it on my timeline.
Yeah, so he
basically says he did talk to him and that he'd prefer not to play a villain.
Basically. So I mean, any
that kind of sucks because I mean, I
sucks.
Shit, I mean I think he'd be a decent Lex Luthor.
Oh, like a race swap.
Yeah, race swap Lex Luthor. I think
you don't think people are gonna fucking rebel?
They can say what they want, but shit, if he fits if the shoe fits, let that fool wear it. Like I think he'd be a great Lex Luthor, and I know that probably sounds lazy because he played Gus Fring. He played in Star Wars. He was what's his name, Moff Gideon. So we have him on record playing really good bad guys, but like he does it so well. That's the weird part. That's the weird thing. Even his Stan Edgar plays like Lex Luthor, I feel.
That'd be interesting, but I feel there'd be a lot of backlash to that.
Oh yeah.
Gina Carlo, John Carlo, it's French. No,
Well, damn. Excuse us.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's French. Pardon. I don't know. That's but either which way, I think him as Lex Luthor sounds cool, but we could probably do something crazy unique with him too.
I know people were throwing around him as like Two-Face or whatever. I don't see that. I think back when the Batman 2 was coming out, they said him for who was it?
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze, yeah. But no,
you wouldn't see him as that.
No.
I think that would be a good pick.
I think I seen floating around him as Martian Manhunter. That could be kind of cool.
Race swap like Jay Garrick.
I saw that. The only reason I'm opposed to that is because, what's his name said he wants to be the DCU.
Who?
What's his name?
The actual actor?
No.
The one that was in the Flash movie? Mm-mm. They used his likeness?
No.
You're going to be in it or not?
What is his name? Tom Hanks. He said on record he wanted to do a superhero movie, but they haven't called him. He could be Jay Garrick.
He would want to do a superhero movie?
That's what he said.
It's because he's not very superhero-y.
I think he could do
he's like
Jay Garrick.
I feel like Tom Hanks is like a dad. Like, Papa, is that you, Papa? Come here, Papa.
I can't give you a good Tom Hanks impression. Sorry.
I'm trying to think of how to do that.
Yeah, that's fine. Like now it's tough to think about. But like I feel like he could have been a Jay Garrick once upon a time. I think Giancarlo probably could fit that role too a little bit. But again, that's another race swap, and I think people would just have a problem with that.
Tom Hanks would be too old, to be honest. Would he be too old to play Jay Garrick?
I don't know.
Or like any superhero?
I don't know how old he is. I know he's old, obviously.
Could he play Dr. Fate?
Tom Hanks?
Mm-hmm.
No. He doesn't have the voice for that, I feel.
And I mean, being old doesn't necessarily matter anymore because they just get somebody else to be in a suit for you. That's what they did for like
the action parts.
Yeah, they did. That's what they did for like Dr. Fate.
And that's we're assuming that's what they're doing with Harrison Ford.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, Harrison Ford?
In the MCU?
Oh, in the MCU. Oh yeah, well he'll obviously be there for like the general scenes.
That's why. But they're
like,
gonna get him for like the action stuff.
All the action stuff is gonna be somebody else. He'll probably do like the mocap facial stuff, but yeah, somebody else is gonna obviously be in that suit. Yeah, when you're old, it doesn't matter anymore. CGI takes over, 100%, and it's all thanks to Spy Kids 3. The grandpa.
The grandpa.
Yeah, when he got out the wheelchair.
Oh, what the fuck?
Full circle moment.
Yeah. It's been a while, but I don't know. I don't know who it could be. It would be interesting to see him play a hero though. Maybe he could be Dr. Fate. I could see him doing something like authoritarian like that.
An old ass Green Lantern, like John Stewart, but an older John Stewart. Like him gonna pass on the mantle type shit. Maybe? Oh, but that'd be a waste of his character, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I don't know. I honestly, I like him, but I feel like everybody. I mean, obviously we like him because he's a great actor, but I just feel like a lot of people put him as different fan castings for different things so often that it's very hard to imagine him in other places because they just want him to be in something, you know?
I feel like it's only hard because, like I said, he's known to everyone as like villains, and he plays a lot of villains, and he does so well at it that people just want him as a villain again. But honestly, best pick, hands down, would probably be Martian Manhunter.
That would be pretty cool. But the wound is still open from our last Martian Manhunter that we only got for like a brief moment. Brief moment. Sad times.
Yeah, that was sad.
But here we go. We're at the end of basically this episode. It sucks. It's bittersweet because we're getting closer to the end of our first like live, and
yeah.
This is actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
So, but we do have 2 trailers to react to.
Yeah, which means you guys get to watch them with us this time.
Yeah. We have the Five Nights at Freddy's trailer, and we also have the new Marvels trailer, the second trailer for the Marvels trailer. First one is the Five Nights at Freddy's.
I've been waiting for this shit forever.
I know you literally told us literally told me that you didn't want to, that you wanted to watch it, and I basically told you no.
Yeah, you told me to wait, and I was like, damn. So I've been holding it off, and I'm so excited to finally watch it.
Yeah. So, Five Nights at Freddy's. Ready, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I have a job for you. Piece of cake, really. Give me your hand. It's a security gig.
Hello?
Welcome to Freddies. Have you met them yet?
Met who?
Foxy, Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy. Back in the 80s. Some kids went missing.
What is this?
That's why the place shut down. The police searched Freddy's.
Hey!
They never found the kids.
What the heck?
Ghost children possessing giant robots. Tell me how to stop them.
You don't. It's too late. He's coming.
Damn, man. It looks so good, but that straight to Peacock shit's gonna hurt it so bad. I feel so bad. It looks good. Like I said, I don't have any issues with it. I'm actually more intrigued. You've talked to me about this multiple times. I'm actually excited to see. It has pizza. Yes, Nessa, it does have pita. That's a plus. It has Matthew Lillard.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. It does not look bad at all. I think obviously the whole streaming to theater is going to be very harmful.
Yeah.
What are the movies that we say it was going up against now?
I forget. Oh, I think it was gonna go up against The Exorcist.
Oh yeah. It has
that one got pushed back. Actually, that one got pushed back, and I think the Taylor Swift movie is coming out.
Oh, that's right. That tour thing, but that's coming out in September, no?
I thought it was coming with. Oh well, it's going up against Saw.
No, Saw got moved.
Damn.
Five Nights at Freddy, Ordinary Angels, What Happens Later, The Post, Foe, Exorcism, Cabby Hack. I
don't know.
The Martius King, Foe.
It comes out in October, and I think this movie might just take it.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
That comes out in October.
October 6th, same day as the Five Nights at Freddy's. If you had a movie to go pick, which one are you watching first?
Five Nights at Freddy's. I've seen plenty of Scorsese movies, and not to say that he's bad or anything like that, but I know he'll be around to make another one. I've been waiting for the FNAF movie forever.
Straight to streaming, no theater. It's gonna
be in both. It's gonna premiere same day in both.
Yeah, October 7th. Right, I think
27th. That Friday.
Oh yeah, October 27th. And it's gonna release same day theaters and on Peacock, so you can watch it at home or you can watch it at theaters.
Yeah.
I think Josh would say and promote going to the theaters because he
go to
wants
the- go-
sequels
yeah,
and I personally believe that this is just them testing out whether it's gonna live on through theater or is it gonna live on through streaming. And I mean, if it lives on through streaming, would you be okay with that?
I would, but I wouldn't want them to dull it.
But I'm gonna be honest. It looks kind of streaming movie though.
You just said it looked good.
I think it looks great, but it looks like
Looks
something
good for a streaming movie.
yeah.
That's mad offensive. No,
No, but the thing is that like it looks good, and I'd be worth it. But it does look like it would be a movie for streaming.
no. I want to see this shit in theaters.
Yeah. Nessa said it does look like a streaming movie.
Yeah, what did she know? No, but for real.
Shots fired.
For real. It does look. I don't know. I don't think it looks streamy at all. I think it looks really good for what it is. One thing I'm hesitant about is that R rating, not being R rated. It could have definitely benefited from that. I know that probably would have pulled you in more for a theatrical release, but I think it'll do fine with that PG-13.
Care enough to watch it, but not to pay for? Me, yeah. I cared. I'm interested. See, me, I'm not a Five Nights at Freddy's fan.
Technically, he's still paying for it.
Oh, well.
Paying for Peacock.
I'm paying for Peacock. So I'm paying a subscription, and that's going to last me for 2 viewings, whereas you're going to go to a movie theater
for one viewing.
One viewing. So I've seen Five Nights at Freddy's, but I don't know it like that, and this movie doesn't, you could always tell. We talked about this before, but like you could always have that like hint of like what does it look like a movie versus what a streaming movie looks like, and some people could do the impossible, like Zack Snyder making Rebel Moon and it looking like a theater movie, because I would pay to see that one in theaters. Same thing with Prey. I was like, why they put it in streaming? I would have seen that in theaters. It looks great. But this is the movie that I'm like, well, if it was in theaters, I'd go watch it. But I would 100% say that I would better be off watching it on stream.
Well, it needs your support, so you're going to the theaters with us. No.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think it looks streamy. That's just my own thing. Everything else about this trailer looks sick. I can't wait.
And I think I asked you like off the podcast, but like, is their lore connected to this? Is this movie following that lore? Is it creating a new canon, or have you looked into this personally?
I think I told you, it's taking aspects from all the game to make a cohesive story for this first one. I don't know if it's just basing it off the first game or if they're taking elements from the second and third, but I know that they are kind of doing their own thing with a lot of the lore. It's not going to be up to you to guess what's happening, because obviously it's a movie, and that would be bad for a movie. So they're taking what works, putting it into the film, and then like telling the story that way.
Okay.
With what we know from the game.
So they're gonna set up their new canon.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be something different.
Well, like I said, I hope this lives on. I would prefer it to live on as streaming, though. 100%. Let it live on through Peacock.
That's
such an ugly name to have named a streaming service. Like, why do you make me say that word?
Take it up with them, but with the CEO of Peacock, and we're like, you run a pretty weird establishment.
I don't like the cut of your guys' jib.
But yeah, no, this looks great. I hope it does do well enough to make sequels and stuff, because damn, I would really love to see a practical look of the Nightmare animatronics. I know you don't know what that is. I can show you after, but that would be something I'd want to see done practically.
If they could do it, huh? Because a lot of this doesn't look like there's a lot of CGI, too.
Yeah, no, all of them are practical.
Yeah, which, will that hinder it? You play the games, does these animatronics do certain things that you would think would benefit from VFX or CGI moving it around?
Well, they do move. What do you call it? A lot of the first game or I guess a lot of the games are them, like, they teleport around. It's a lot of following them with your camera and things like that. This game came out in 2014. Scott Coffin at the time was very limited, but I can show you gameplay. It's a very simple thing. They teleport, they do this and that. The only one that I guess requires movement is or active movement is Foxy. because he runs. He runs at you. He sprints at your ass. Like, he runs. So, like I guess that's the only one. I don't know if they'll implement that here, but I don't think it'll be hard to make it look like that. Because, I mean, like, again, he's a robot, and only his legs are kind of moving fast, and like a person that runs.
Yeah. Damn. Julie says scary. Yeah, that one would be scary. Imagine something just darting at you.
Like the cover. That's why the you saw the eyes beneath the cover.
Yeah.
The way it works in the game is like you have to watch him, and what do you call it? When you see his eyes, you know he's there, but you'll see the curtain literally wide open, and then like he'll be gone. He'll be gone out of the curtain, and then like you can catch him on the camera running, but by then it's too late, or you have to have time to close the door. But most people catch him while he's sprinting, hauling ass, and then you're dead.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So how do you stop him from sprinting?
You gotta close the door.
Oh,
That's how the game works.
damn.
You like shut him out of the office.
I'd be
or whatever.
clicking the button. I'd be
Yeah, no. It's actually that'd be kind of interesting to see you play the games, but like
Is it only PC?
Yeah. The only one that came out for console is that newest one, the one I told you
Is
about.
it bad?
Which one?
The newest one.
No, I think it's kind of fun. It still gives you that scary element. They try to do something different because, like I said, the first one came out. It was just linear gameplay. You watch the cameras, you watch the doors. You gotta be smart, conserve power, things like that. It was like it's very nice gameplay. They try to do something different with the newest one, where you have the chance to free roam and it's not so linear.
Yeah.
What do you call it? People kind of didn't like that because they thought it was a little bit off brand or whatever.
Okay.
But with the DLC for that game, they fix it up. It's a lot more linear, if that makes sense.
Okay. So, you would recommend the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Okay. Well, excited for this. Can't wait to see it on streaming. It's gonna be worth it. 100%.
Yeah. I hope it comes out really good. I'm excited.
I could tell.
Yeah.
I could tell that you are.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know? Before we move on, did you notice that there wasn't a lot of like all the shots were like up close practical shots? Does that not worry you a little bit? Like what could be after those practical shots?
I noticed that there was a lot of practical shots, but I think it's to show. I think it's to not only preserve the scary stuff, I guess, but also like show off the animatronics. You know, show off that they're not CGI and fake or whatever. That they actually look like
Real.
And maybe that'll bring in people who can appreciate the art like that, which I know I do. That shit is crazy.
Who can appreciate the art? He says, the art. But
we're about to watch something that's not so appreciative of art. So,
wow, man, why are you just gonna trash bag it like that, like so soon?
We saw the first one. We saw the first trailer.
We did, and just to make it clear what we're watching, we are watching the Marvels trailer, the second trailer. I don't know. You heard that this movie's only gonna be like an hour and a half?
I did. The shortest MCU movie.
Isn't that crazy?
That is very crazy. You have 3 characters here. One we haven't seen since WandaVision. It's been like 2 years since then.
One that nobody saw their show at all.
Yeah. Miss Marvel struggling to get even a character development in her show. So how are they going to push her forward? Like, honestly, they did Carol so dirty with this movie, I feel. But we're going to figure that out.
Nessa says, oof. Yeah, exactly. That's how it is. Ooh. Oof.
Like, imagine being dubbed the shortest and probably the worst, depending on how this movie does, MCU movie.
Which is crazy because I kind of enjoyed the first one.
The first one was really good. I did like that one.
Like, I know a lot of people
get the gripe with it. I actually did like it.
I think the gripe was, which I can kind of say, the whole cat taking out Nick Fury's eye kind of irritated me. I kind of felt like they took it as a gag instead of taking it seriously, how Iron Man was doing it and shit like that. Other than that, I really didn't mind everything else. I mean, if we're gonna talk about in hindsight and knowing where it leads up with the scrolls and everything, then I'm mad that it put it on this path. But at the end of the day, I thought it did pretty fine. And I know that they did that whole swapping thing with the whole that old lady thing. I guess in the comics it was just what is it, like an orb or a cube or some shit. It was supposed to be fake. It wasn't even like a real person. I think it was a dude, and they made it into a girl, and they were like, oh. MCU, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like they just gave it a face, like, and
Yeah.
and they picked in my opinion, it's not about that. It's just more like, oh, they could be anybody, but they picked this person. So it's like, But let's go ahead. Let's jump right in. It's a 2-minute trailer. What's your hype? What's your hype right now? Like for the movie?
I give it like a 6.
A 6.
Just above average.
I'm at like a 5. I'd say a 5. I don't feel like any higher than just regular curiosity to see what they do.
Regular.
Yeah, I feel regular today.
Yeah.
Damn, do you think this might be the first MCU movie that gets like released out of theaters in 2 weeks?
The DC treatment. That would spell trouble. That'd be a lot worse than just letting it ride out, if that makes sense.
Fuck.
Anyway, let's get into it.
All right.
It gets pretty lonely out here.
No.
Oh,
no,
shit.
We
Hold
are
on.
off
Wait.
to a bumpy
Okay.
start. We are off to a bumpy fucking start. Oh, shit. Y'all seen that? That was so bad. I lost faith. 4 out of 10. I'm looking forward to it. There's no way.
Ooh. Holy damn. Hold on.
Why? No. Oh, this is bad. This is so bad.
Disney got all the money in the world, bro. The cat. That's so bad.
Oh my goodness. This is so bad.
How does a cat breathe in space? Oh, it's an alien.
Yeah,
Never
it's an
mind.
alien.
Fuck. Man. Okay. I'm going to rewind this, and we're going to do this again. And we're going to give it the respect it deserves. Here we go. Ready?
Bro thinks she's Adam Warlock. No, I'm not.
Here we go.
It gets pretty lonely out here. I need to regain the memories that the Kree took from me.
Auntie Carol!
You are Carol Danvers, the most powerful person I knew. Way before you could shoot fire from your fists.
I get in trouble for that.
I can see that about you.
But what happens when I'm finally set free? I'll be back before you know it. Lieutenant Trouble.
When you left,
Mom passed away.
and I got blipped back. They rounded us to investigate earthbound anomalies.
Monica, no!
How you feeling?
Like myself.
Now I can manipulate wavelengths of the electromagnetic spectrum.
I'm very happy for you. Where's our daughter?
Yes, where is Kamala?
Who's Kamala?
Hi.
How do you have this?
My grandma sent it to me in the mail. Have you ever wanted something so bad and it actually happened? But it's not as great as you imagined it.
You want to save the world? Then you're gonna save the world.
Well, now, don't you tell me to stop. You stick around and make it what you want.
What is happening? We switch places whenever we use our powers.
Higher, further, faster. Together.
You're telling me you guys wasted a second trailer on showing us on most of this fucking trailer what happened in the past? A 2-minute trailer, you showed about 30 to 40 to 45 seconds of the same shit. I mean, of new shit, and the rest of that 2 minutes and 8 seconds was pure. I had to look for a second. I thought I had the wrong trailer on.
Yeah.
I had to look. I thought I was watching the trailer for the first movie.
Oh man, I think that's because of that short run time. They can't give away a lot. You know how they say, "Oh, this movie is like 2 hours long, and the trailers only show for the first 10 minutes or something like that." this movie doesn't have the runtime for that. So they had to like do that. I think that was, oh my god, man, that was terrible. That was bad.
Oh my god. Less is more. Half the movie is just remembering. Well, yeah, because you got to think too. People didn't watch Mrs. Marvel.
No,
people didn't watch. Some people watched WandaVision. It was kind of half and half there, but for a fact, Miss Marvel was not watched like that. Captain Marvel made $1 billion. People hopefully remember that from 2018. They're gonna have to do a lot of catching up in this movie. So it seems like it's gonna be like a reintroduction of the other two characters, and Carol Danvers is kind of taking a back seat. Like they showed one bad scene, and then the rest of it was her backstory, and then they showed more clips of the newer heroes, and still gave their backstories from the shows, but like showed more scenes with them in it than actually Carol Danvers.
Yes.
And the one scene they choose to put that's new is that
trash ass scene in
fucking
the front.
Kitty one. Do they hate her? Do they hate her? Like, do people just hate her? Like, is there something with her face? Is there something wrong with her?
I don't think so. I sure hope people don't hate her.
Yeah, what Ray said.
She.
I should have just been a show on Disney Plus. So then we'll.
Damn, man. God damn. That was terrible. That was a terrible trailer. That was so bad. It doesn't give you anything to look forward to.
I didn't see anything new. My anticipation actually went down.
Yeah, no. Fuck that. 4.
My shit actually went down.
I jumped down 2 letters. No, numbers. 4.
4
out of
4
10.
5.
4 out of 10.
-6. I don't know if I'm November 10th. This is near my birthday. What the? I do not want this as a gift.
Birthday from Disney.
No, dude, I do not want this as a gift. If I see Captain Marvel tickets, I'm mad. I'm chucking them out the window. That's crazy. I have no idea what Disney's doing, but after seeing this trailer, this movie may very well be not DC treatment, but this is gonna be a little bit worse than Quantumania. No. Actually, we seen low with Quantumania. We might see DC treatment. I take it back. We might see DC treatment. This might be so bad. Sorry, Harry got the tickets already. I'm dead.
Damn, man. That is bad. That is so bad. Like, there's no other way to put it other than that shit was ass. Like, I can't take this.
And then they put
seriously.
the Beastie Boys at the end. Like, we're supposed to be hyped for it all of a sudden.
Yeah. Some people won't even know who they are.
I enjoy the song. Booty, yes. Straight cheeks, I'd say. Straight cheeks.
Damn, that is unfortunate.
Damn. I don't know. But this is what I mean. Like, I know you enjoyed Secret Invasion. You said you liked it.
Yeah, it was alright.
Do you feel different from when we made that review now?
No, it's alright. It's still alright. It's average. It's alright.
Okay, because I think that this is what I mean by like the steady decline of like Marvel. It's just been completely like this is crazy. For Quantumanium, I thought it was pretty bad. This seems like worse than Quantumanium. Like
Quantumania was bad, man.
At least it had Kang though.
Yeah, at least it had Kang.
Yeah.
Something I was looking forward to. Damn. God. Damn, Marvel. What the fuck happened? That was bad. That was a bad trailer. Like there's rarely bad trailers because you can't fuck up marketing. But
oh no, you could fuck up
that
marketing.
Was bad.
No, you could fuck up marketing.
That was bad.
That's a way to fuck up marketing so bad.
That was bad.
I'm probably gonna still watch it though. Me too.
I'm obviously.
Well, obviously we gotta watch it.
Yeah, but holy damn, I'm gonna regret it.
Probably like streaming. I don't even know if this is a theater movie.
Nope, for sure not.
They don't even give you anything to even go like, and I get it. Nessa does have a point that less is more. Like sometimes you show less and you make people wonder what the fuck could be hiding behind the curtain or whatever the fuck. But it's like they didn't. It's like
they didn't even give us less.
I don't even like sushi. It's like them waving sushi at me, and they're like, "Here, we have more of what this stuff is behind this curtain." And I'm gonna be like,
You can keep it.
Yeah, it's sushi anyways. It's fucking nasty.
Anyway. Oh, man, I don't know. I can't.
Josh is going to hate watch. Ah,
I don't do that.
you don't hate watch?
No. If I don't like something, I don't watch. Period.
You watch Peacemaker.
I had to watch Peacemaker.
You're gonna have to watch this one.
Yeah.
A one and done kind of thing.
Yeah.
How much of Phase 4 and 5 do you ever see yourself rewatching? Have you rewatched any of them?
I haven't watched an MCU movie in a minute.
It's just been so disconnected, huh? I've been wanting to do a rewatch of everything,
Yeah,
and
me
I just
too.
haven't been around to like.
Yeah.
I haven't really. I'm like, I know what's at the end of it, and I really don't want to even get there.
Phase 1 through 3. That's when Endgame takes place, right? 1 through 3. Obviously, there's bumpy roads, like the Thor movies, depending on how you feel or whatever. But like, I'd still have more fun watching those 3 than juggling the shit that is 4 and 5. And even then, I like some of the Disney Plus shows. Comes full circle to what we were talking about. I don't even know if John's still here, but yeah.
some,
Like,
not even a lot.
yeah, but I enjoyed them. I enjoyed some of them.
They shouldn't be having hits and misses like this. There's no reason to have crazy hits and misses like that. Like, they should be able to have. They already built stuff. They already built what they built before. They should just be able to piece it all together and push forward. Why are they giving us shit like this? And even then, we didn't even see a lot of new content. That's like a big issue for me, is that we didn't see a lot of new things.
Yeah.
And then the little pieces that we did see didn't really hit. And I think we just got a different angle from that sword hit or whatever, where they're all jumping on him. I think they just switched the angle. They were like, we're gonna do it from this way.
It's gonna be good. We're gonna get them this way.
There was literally a scene in the last trailer where, like, I think they're jumping at him, but it's from like behind Carol's POV and the Monica, and they're all jumping.
Yes.
And now this time it's like on the other side, so it's like
weird disconnect.
They couldn't decide, and they decided on what they did. Let's see. It's writing on the fact how the meetup of all of them will be like the Avengers sort of. Well, I mean, the Avengers you were excited for. You were excited to see Captain America and Thor interact. Like, who's excited to see Captain Marvel meet Miss Marvel and see Monica Rambeau? Especially when you only seen them once. And Monica Rambeau you've seen once 2 years ago.
Yeah. It's not like they were...
I feel like she made a cameo somewhere. Or am I tripping?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. That there's no interesting factor, at least in my opinion, like, to even see them team up. I don't even want to see Captain Marvel teaming up with anybody.
Like
she can literally dust everybody quick.
They're teaming up because they have the same powers and their powers are fucking up. How does that... Like, that doesn't give me much to go on. You guys... That doesn't make much sense to me.
It sounds like somebody just went, this is how we're gonna do this.
This is gonna work. Like, no, it's really not.
Wait, I like the Flash. Where did the Flash come from? Oh my, what about the Flash? Oh, she asked about the Flash. I like the Flash. I fell asleep, to be honest. And now I felt more connected because mother son bond.
Flash.
Yeah, because of the Flash. I didn't feel it was. The CW one was much more for me. The CW one is cheeks. What are you doing? Don't get me wrong, it had bad parts editing wise. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I was just not that invested, to be honest. I feel for the last part, but that's it. Nessa brought it up. Oh, it's the whole Flash thing, yeah. I'll be honest. We're talking about it. I watched it 4 times since the last time you watched it. And I was talking to Julia and I was like, on a small screen, the CGI for like certain cameos don't look so bad versus how it looked on the big screen, which was weird. That's one thing. I'm not saying that it's still good. I'm just saying. And then I still the beginning is just atrocious. I fucking hate. I used to like the Batman scene, but now it's just atrocious to me. I didn't even like that shit anymore. But I just like the mother and son aspect of it. 100%. Hey, look at me like that.
You watched it 4 times?
I did. I watched it. Well, you gotta understand. I watched it with my kids, and then I watched it with Julie.
Where'd that fourth one come from?
The 2 times we watched it before the review. I watched it twice before the review. Yeah, I had to. On the leg, on the boot. What's that one before it got canceled? What's it called? It wound up getting canceled recently.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, that's the one that I used.
Interesting.
I watched it 4 times. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not
Oh,
ashamed of it.
man.
It would have been what it could have been is so nice. It's just what it came out to be was shit. But like there's a part in that movie, like certain scenes, like him with his family and everything like that is great, and then at the end with his mom stuff is great. It's just that whole in between and the worlds colliding, it doesn't make any sense. The CGI fest at the end, I honestly believe Michael Shannon wasn't even in that suit at the final battle at all. I feel like they did the scenes in the beginning when they like speak with Cora or with Kara or whatever, and then the whole battle was just made up, so they just CGI'd his face under the fucking thing, and they were just like, yeah, we got to use him. He can't come back. Contract says that, you know, we can't bring him back, and he's scheduling conflicts. Put him here like this. 100% I think so, because that boy's face looks completely different from when he first shows up to the point where like he comes out later, which is crazy. I think that one's the one where I was like, okay, I wish it would have been something different, but it's not. It's what it is.
All right.
I feel like it's how you feel with Black Adam. 100%. I wish this movie was better because there's some, like, even like some of the noises, like when the Flash runs and stuff, I like some of that stuff, but it's smothered with other shit that I'm just like, damn, it fucking sucks. It's an L. Says, but I just not invested to me on it. That's it. Nessa brought it. We're going to watch it again. Josh is flabbergasted. I'm so weak. Yeah, he is flabbergasted.
Yeah.
He thinks that he thought I was gonna like completely just start like writing the Flash's meat. Like that's not
that ass was. I was prepared to call you a traitor.
No, and I knew it, and I had to like speak like I was walking through a landmine. So thank you for that. But
you were like, oh, it's not that bad. But that Batman scene was pretty ass. And then I was like, wait, what line is he trying to like walk on? And then now I know where you stand.
Yeah, like I said, I like some of the stuff. I love the Bat Cycle stuff. But then the scenes where like they do close-ups, and even that whole scene in the bit with like Wonder Woman, I'm convinced that that's not the scene that he was talking about in that one article. I am convinced, because there had to be something else, because there was no way that made him be like, I realized what Batman was. That shit was just completely stupid. There were like, I think you said it in the review, there was like little shining things of hope, but it was just smothered with shit, man. Sucks.
It's bad.
I thought you said it was a one-time watch. It was.
It is.
It is.
I've only seen it once.
I watched it twice for the review. I have to watch it. I have to watch movies at least twice, because it helps me like remember the scenes better, stuff like that, because it's a lot to take in the first watch, I feel. And then the other 2 times, one, the boys wanted to watch the Flash because they watched the Lego Flash, so they wanted to watch the actual Flash, and they saw Batman was in it. And then I wanted to see Julie's reaction. That was the 4th time. So that, don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm gonna watch whatever I feel like. Okay, I don't have to answer to any of y'all. Not chat, not you. Okay, don't come at me. What are you doing?
Disgusting.
Why are your hands over your head?
That's so gross.
Judging. You can't judge me.
I am.
Stop judging.
I am.
She's judging me too. You can't judge me either.
Yes, we can. That's so bad.
What?
That is so bad.
How's it bad?
Oh yeah.
Why?
That is
why?
terrible.
What? You're not gonna judge me.
Yes, I am.
No, you can't judge me. There's no way. No, what I do is what I do. And the thing is, like I told you before, even in the review, I told you, I'm not even like backtracking nothing, because I told you in the review, y'all can check that shit out. I said it before. It has what looked like to have been. You remember when you were like hyped for the Flash and shit like that? There was shit in the trailer that made you happy about it.
Yes.
That's how I feel when I watch it. I'm just like, there's certain things that make me happy about it, but then other things that are just like, why did they do this? Why did they take this route? This had to be changed. And it got to the point, I think around when I was watching it with Julie, is when I was like nitpicking it, like they had to have changed this or they had to have changed that and blah, 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 blah. Like this, like actually analyzing the scenes and be like, that seems out of place. I honestly believe the scene where like he loses his powers and he loses a tooth was added in. 100%. I feel like that tooth thing was added in last minute. just so it could be as a gag at the end.
I don't know.
Ate his words, spit them out. He said, one time watch. He probably going to watch it again soon. As soon as he ate his words. That's not true. And if I do, y'all ain't going to know now. I ain't going to say it. At this stamp in time, I've only watched it 4 times in my whole life, and I'll go to the grave with only 4 times.
He's probably watched it as many times as he watched Asteroid City.
I watched Asteroid City so many times. No, not that many times. I haven't seen it that many times. There's no way.
Oh my goodness.
There's no way.
I have nothing to say to you, because
You know, how did we even get here? We're talking about Captain Marvel.
Bad.
So yeah, Captain Marvel's so bad. No. We gotta wait till
you watch The Flash 4 times. It's bad. Oh my goodness. But anyway, back to Captain Marvel.
Josh will let us know. You better snitch. No.
What do you call it? We're gonna go to his watch log or whatever.
I swear.
But yeah, the Captain Marvel trailer. I'm still so flabbergasted. I can't think about the Captain Marvel trailer. It does look terrible. Even that beginning scene was so unserious. She's floating and whatever. It looks like Adam Warlock from Guardians 3. I can't. This movie's so unserious.
It's too much.
The MCU lost me here. This is it. I'm out. I'm checked out for a while now.
You're checked out? You're never going back?
Nope.
You're playing.
No, yeah, no.
You don't think you'll be coming back anytime soon?
I know Loki comes out October, and that would probably be it.
What if like, you know, you're watching Max, right? You're watching Zack Snyder's Justice League, and right underneath CNN, Jonathan Majors is let free. He will play Kang for the rest of the MCU phase, whatever.
I'm only watching things with him in it then.
Oh, okay, that's fair, I guess. Let me catch you lacking, bro.
Like I want to see that one, the Old West one he did. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Old what?
Where he plays like a cowboy or whatever.
Oh, the show.
Is it a show? No, it's a movie. With Jonathan Majors. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the one on Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh, the Western one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's literally what I just said.
You haven't watched it?
No, I'm trying to get around to it.
That one's so good. How you not watched it? It's the One Fall or something like that, or two, whatever. Yeah.
Oh, and since we're still on the Marvels, real quick before you like close out and stuff, you know how I told you, or you saw me watching One Piece. What do you call it? You know the stretching he does, right? Doesn't look too bad.
Yeah.
If Netflix can make it work, why can't the MCU make it work?
That's true. That's another thing too. But the thing is that they came out and said already that it's not because of that. It's because they're going to be introducing Mr. Fantastic, and they don't want to confuse the powers, basically. But I'm like, if it shouldn't confuse anybody if you make powerful characters who they can be remembered. You know, like Kamala, if you would have made her show good and made her memorable, you won't have to make you. If anything, people would be battling like who's the better like stretchy person, Mr. Fantastic or Kamala Khan or whatever, you know?
Yeah, but now you have to argue, hey, it's the chick that they ruined in the live adaptation versus Mr. Fantastic. Because people really hate that she turned into a Green Lantern.
I hate it too. I thought we were gonna see the first like what we were gonna like, basically the precursor to what Mr. Fantastic's gonna look like, and what Kamala Khan was gonna look like in the future. And we didn't get that. We got it twisted. Now I'm hoping all this backlash and what the rumors are true, where like, you know, hopefully eventually they're gonna backpedal or retcon that to the point where, you know, it'll be fixed. Yeah. But until that happens, I don't know. Even seeing her powers in this one, like, it looks more polished up because it's a movie. But then you have scenes like that with Carol Danvers that is like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, terrible stuff. But anyway, I mean, there's not much to this trailer anymore. I'm not looking forward to this.
Looking forward to Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes.
But not so much like the Marvels.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be catching Five Nights at Freddy's on streaming though. Get your guys' tickets. But with that, it's gonna close us out. We're basically done as always.
Yep.
We have older episodes out right now. If you guys want to interact with us, our logos are up on the screen, but Josh will let you guys know right now where the handles are, and on top of that, where you can support us in a big way. Josh, go ahead.
Twitter, TikTok, Instagram at FilmBros Podcast. We post when new episodes are up. You can hit us up there for any news or movies you want us to cover. Listen to us anywhere you get your podcasts. That's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, at FilmBros Podcast. Subscribe to our Buzzsprout. The links is in those bios. Subscribers get special perks and shout outs on episodes. And then when it's all said and done, subscribe to our YouTube at FilmBros Podcast.
Yes, and quick announcement before it all goes. This will be a once a week stream. We hope to do it more often, but this will, I want to emphasize as well, this will also be a supported show, live streams as well. So any type of help is appreciated, and obviously we'll be bringing out good content. Eventually we'll get a camera. We'll, actually put our faces on the screen, do all that. We're working to it. So like I said, helping us in a big way is great. And and I guess real quick, sorry, I know we got a lot of closing messages for those listening to this in the future on whenever it drops, Wednesday, I'm assuming. Twitch, we are doing, like we said, we are going live every Saturday around noon. Check us out here at FilmBros Podcast. That's our Twitch. Yes, and with you reminded me as well before we close it. Obviously, these are live streams, so if you guys are new followers, you guys are new subscribers, you guys will get automatic shout-outs. They will be featured in episodes, and we will obviously not edit that out and all those things. So, that's also a bonus. But you done?
Yes.
Are you done?
Yeah.
I'm done.
Good.
Okay, cool.
Talk to you guys later.
We'll talk to you guys on the next one.